Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil.
Still trying to reach your allies on foot? Still stuck navigating terrain when the fight's already over? From flightless bird to ruling the skies, the revamped Kaja can be summed up in 2 words: soar and lasso. Soar anywhere, lasso anyone. First up, Kaja's passive skill. We kept its paralysis effect and upgraded it. Hitting with Kaja's skills will slow enemies and reduce their damage, making it easier to pressure enemy carries. Moving on to his first skill, Kaja releases a ring of primal lightning, damaging enemies and healing himself. Scout bushes, recover HP, interrupt recalls. Kaja can now fly into the enemy jungle like a true fearless roamer. From a short dash to full flight, Kaja's second skill is a highlight of this revamp. Kaja dashes to the target area before entering the soaring state. While soaring, Kaja can fly over terrain and his basic attacks become AoE. In this state, his second skill's cooldown is shortened, and hitting an enemy hero with it reactivates his soaring state. So don't panic when a melee enemy is on you. Use the terrain to your advantage to block off pursuers. Kaja's ultimate received the biggest change, from solo gank to a setter's dream. Kaja's whip now lassos an entire area, trapping enemies inside. He can then drag them along while the lasso tightens. Since the ultimate has a cast delay, timing is key. Aim for the enemy carry in the backline. For Kaja's skill priority, if the team needs fast wave clear, pick up his first skill first. To invade the enemy jungle and apply early pressure, go with the second skill first. Prioritize upgrading the first skill afterward in either case. For combos, try out these 2. In the laning phase, use Kaja's first skill to poke and recover HP. If the enemy engages, use his second skill to take off. Then kite with his aerial basic attacks. Kite when attacked. Attack when they're out of steam. For initiating teamfights, use Kaja's second skill to soar. Use the terrain to reposition. Follow up with his first skill to slow and reduce their damage. Then immediately cast his ultimate and let the team clean up. Now, let's talk matchups. Kaja does well against carries with no mobility skills, such as Layla, Ixia, and Vexana. Once he flies in and lassos them, there's no hope of escape. He also pairs well with allies with AoE, like Odette, Barza, and Ixia. Kaja can hold enemies in place while they pile on the damage. The perfect set! Now, if you're up against Kaja, remember that while his ultimate can't be purified, heroes with mobility like Kagura, Yi Shin, and Suyo can still dodge it with a dash. To play Kaja at his best, go for a sustain and poke playstyle. For Kaja's build, Rapid Boots helps him get around the map faster. And Thunderbelt is great because he can quickly get stacks from his AoE basic attacks while soaring, making him more tanky while boosting his damage. Oracle boosts the healing from his first skill, improving his sustain so he can stay in the fight. We recommend the support emblem for Kaja for more survivability and movement speed. Choose Flicker as his battle spell and combo it with his second skill to drag enemy carries from further away for allies to blow up. For players who enjoy fast, aggressive roamers like Khalid, Hilda, or Marcel, Kaja offers that same fast roaming and in-and-out teamfight playstyle. Give Kaja a try and rule the sky. Soar anywhere, lasso anyone. The revamped Kaja arrives on August 5th. Get his commandment skin for only 51 diamonds. And get Kaja at 30% off during launch week.
judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! lies below is under my vigil.
Welcome back, everyone, to Moonson Siege 2026. And today's game is all about, again, Bangladesh versus Nepal. So, it's all about Mischief Queen versus 7 Seconds Esports. And the 7 Second Esports, they're from, I guess they're from Bangladesh, and the Mischief Queen, they are from Nepal. One of the most. Okay, sorry, my bad. Never mind. So, from Cassidy Camille Walker with alongside with me, Tanzima Afruz is here with Manisha. Hello, everyone.
Well, thank you,
Hello,
Walker.
how are you?
And yeah, obviously,
Good
how are
though.
you? For today, I guess Manisha is as excited as me because we have our quarterfinal day two where Mischief Queens is gonna compete against 7 Seconds Esports. So Mischief, I will say something about that they are really strong. Not like they don't have a determination or something, but they are strong from their heart, as in the combination of their like personality and others, it's really good. So personally they will play from their heart, and I think this match is gonna be a legendary one. So if you say something about 7 Seconds Esports, Manisha, that will help us understand how they are going to perform tonight.
Yes, for sure, for sure. So talking about 7 seconds, the girls' lineup is newly formed, to be honest, and they have not really engaged or played in a very like big tournaments as of now, and I think this is the very first official tournament they are playing as the female lineup. So I'm really excited to see how they're going to perform in this match, and definitely I think it is going to be a legendary match between these two teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just can't wait for the match. And when it's all about Bangladesh and Nepal, the rivalry goes intense. And I just can't wait to see the clash between these two nations, Bangladesh and Nepal. They know each other very well, and they're playing against each other for a very long time, like from the MCB 1 to 3 annual
Hmm.
invitation tournament, even many tournaments, not only male but also female. And I
Yeah.
guess this is a perfect opportunity for those female players, those who ever willing to make their name on the esports section. So yeah, divas, don't worry. This type of tournament will keep happening here, just by the hand of the mobile legend, Bang Bang official Bangladesh and Nepal. So right now we are diving into the drafting section, the most important part that I'm gonna say, because drafting will say draft will talk about your lineup. Like if your draft is good enough, then you'll get the upper hand in the match. Sometimes we see different type of scenarios where uh, uh, still having a good draft and metas in your lineup, still you just
Hmm.
some way or someone managed to get stuck in somewhere bad. So right now I'm just starting things up with the Tanzim Afro. So what do you think, Tanzim? Like what kind of expectation do you have from the Bangladeshi team? Like, what kind of strategy that you would love to see in this match?
Well, I think I'd love to see something that goes with a good team fight as well as objectives. Because earlier we saw scenes where they were always fighting, chasing kills, chasing after one another, which is, not the main point of the fight of Land of Dawn. So, if you are good with your objectives, I think even with zero kills, you can make it happen. You can make the victory on your
True.
side. So for the first pick for Mischief Queens. They already picked Atlas, one of our strongest roamer. So with Fatal Links, if there's a really good set, like I said earlier, that they are gonna go with something like that will make that teamwork, the team fight happen. So definitely that's gonna good start, I will say, from Mischief Queen side.
Okay, you go on, Caster.
But
The same
yes,
question for you
as
too.
yes, definitely. I would also like to see them play in a proper synergy, to be honest. I think it's very important in the gameplay, like more than drafting, it's all about the synergy and the call, you know. So I hope that they understand the situation, where to dive in and where to, just back off. So let's see how it goes for both of the teams. And talking about the draft, actually, the Atlas against Melissa. I think it is going to be a little bit difficult, but maybe not that much because we already have Esmeralda as well. But on the other hand, we also have Minotaur. So I think our Mischief, they might have, difficulties catching Melissa.
Well, probably that can happen because we know with the second skill of Melissa, it's really hard to get close to her. Even if you are, then you are on her safe zone and you are on your dead zone. So, with
Mm,
Hanabi from the beginning of the match, it's gonna be difficult as well as there is Minotaur. A tank like Minotaur in front of you is another threat. So, I think there could be another like that goes with the team fight as well as that can, counter Melissa. That would be a good option for Mischief, but alas, they didn't.
But still, I would say like having an Atlas in the very early stage. We saw the match like yesterday. We saw a match like having an Atlas in the very early. So it doesn't work at all. So first pick as an Atlas,
yeah.
it can be a little bit trouble for them because like
Mhm.
Atlas' main point is you have to link up two or three heroes, especially
Yeah,
the main damage
Yeah.
dealer. So if you just can get closer to
exactly,
it,
exactly.
and I would love to see Digi in the line of 7 seconds, but still they just have Manitou. It's okay, it's completely fine. So okay, so I would like to ask you, Manisha, like what kind of strategy, I say strategy, you would love to see from your 7 seconds? And after that, you have to answer the same question to me, Tanzim. Like what kind of strategy you would love to see from the divas from Bangladesh? They could go for the hyper offensive or they could go for the late game strategy. So what kind of strategy that you guys are preferring from them?
I think I would prefer them. I would prefer 7 seconds to look into Hanabi, because the late game Hanabi is going to hurt a lot because of her first skill alone. It can deal a lot of damage to not just one hero but anyone who's near them. So I think it might be better for them to like
Oh,
have an earth tank in the goal lane, because I have seen the kind of games that has happened in the previous matches. Goal lanes, they were like mostly isolated, and that way the gold lane, the was really weak. So I think taking that, um how do you say that, plans, maybe that can yes, that can help them. So yes.
Yeah, definitely. And as I already mentioned, that Hanabi might not get that much close to Melissa, but I will say we might see a swap from Mischief side, as I know that Shiranui is a really good marksman as well as Shoha. Their synergy is really good. So there's a chance for Atlas to make a good set for Hanabi, the Higanbana Queen. So that way they can, just grab some of their opponent. But if we go to the late game, I think Mischief will go with the strategy that they will try to end as fast as possible, as because I can already see that there's Vexana on the team as well as Alice. So with Alice or Atlas, they might do good, but I'm not so much confident against Melissa on late game. But if they try to end it early, then there might be a possibility with a lot of CC that's coming from Mischief Queens. So definitely they will try to end it early.
Absolutely. I got the answer. So the most important part is today we have a giveaway, and all you just have to do is just participate in, like in the comment section. Um, share your. Okay, why the hell you guys are laughing at?
No, because that
Sorry.
was
Yes,
a
very
very important part.
excited.
Say again. Sorry.
Because you said like the most important part was the giveaway. So
Oh, yeah, a lot of
we were
people.
expecting
Yes.
like you were going to say regarding the draft. So yes.
Yeah, exactly. Because this one is important. Like a lot of players, they're just watching the stream just because of the giveaways, and even after the match,
Mm-hmm.
never mind. I'll come to the draft after that. So don't worry. Let's have some fun. So a lot of players, they just keep asking me like, Walker, what is the rule? How can I get free diamonds? Please give me some diamond. I just said, no, I'm just a caster. Like I don't have any rights to give you guys diamonds. So if you have to participate. So yeah, that's it. If you're lucky enough, then you'll get the chance to have some free diamonds. So all you just have to do, share the stream and spam your IDs and all, mention your friends, those who ever love to watch the stream. And let's see which team has the last lab. And I'm just going to my casters. Casters, pick it up.
Let's amaze
So
everyone
yes,
with the amazing gameplay from Mischief Queens from Bangladesh as well as 7 Second Esports from Nepal. What do you think, Manisha? Is it going to be the legendary battle?
I really hope so because the kind of picks that we have from Mischief, there the magic damage. I would say the magic is like a lot, right, from the Mischief, and early on, I'm not sure if they can give the kind of damage to our 7 seconds. So starting lovely jump from Minotaur, very less HP. Starbe is able to come back, but then our Suyu gets the very first kill, I think.
Well, I wasn't
Because
expecting anything like this actually. Like you are melting the roamer, seriously, the roamer. And the other thing is your XP, as in you literally just got your opponent's front lane, and one of the kills is secured by Zyla. That means Suyo,
Mhm.
if he gets, like a proper farm as well as kills like this, then there won't be any chance for Mischief to stand in front of 7 seconds once more. There's another fight against Minotaur, but I think he is chilling. Like Bubbles are chilling. She's known about the situation that they can't do anything right now, or they will try to. So obviously the teams are gonna form around the turtle this time. Let's see who got the
Exactly.
strongest.
Look at the. That's what I was talking about. Like, look at the formation. Like, 4 men during the turtle fight is very crucial. Again, first turtle of the match, and the rotation that 7 seconds are showing right now. I think I really like it because lovely shifting side from Sora. Oh, that was Suyu coming in, but she gets killed right now by our Esmeralda. That was deep, too deep. I'm not sure. I don't think they were too deep, but the kind of damage I was expecting from our Zyla, our Suyu, it did not do the justice, in my opinion.
Well, Manisha,
And with that
no.
lovely,
Yeah,
the turtle
the
goes
turtle
to
was
our
for
Nyosio.
the Mischief this time. As I was saying that Zyla picks Suyo, and we know that Suyo is really weak against magic damages, and I see that there is 3 magic damages from Mischief's side. So I
Mhm.
think Zyla can do a little safe play for the early game. So that way he can just ambush or take down anyone that is squishy, like the mage or the marksman. And of course, also she was really doing good that time. That's why the turtle belongs to the Mischief this time. But let's not lose hope for the side of 7 seconds, since they are planning to, the mid lane is silent, but on the top they might have another fight, another gank. But this time it's still like a cool situation between the teams.
I think our 7 seconds are trying to go aggressive, but the last fight that happened in the bottom lane, it was very bad for the 7 seconds. So I would prefer them to not really engage early on, because it's just been like 4 minutes of the game, and if you're giving that kills early on, it is going to be a disadvantage for yourself. And on the bottom lane, we have Sora and Alice fighting one-on-one. Oh, what happened to the camera? I think Sora is going to die. And she survived.
Yeah, this time she's safe for now, hiding in the bush, recalling back to base, because need some time to breathe this time, but not yet. And Visana, there's real world manipulation. Might be another kill for 7-second esports, but not tonight. My goodness, look at her stars health. My goodness, I was really expecting that another kill might be secured, but
There's going to be another kill. Minute Fury right there.
nice Moon Fury. Throne of Ruin still goes in, and they Sora fighting with Shifting Crash, and might be another fight. Alright, but already got one. Second is down. This time one front laner is down from the side of Mischief Queen, and Carol is still standing on. Zyla is waiting. The full 7 seconds team.
Bottom lane.
Like they are, I can see on the inside replay, Manisha, that they did really good this time. That they were so desperate to get the turtle. They need it right now.
Exactly. And yes, the kind of match right now we're witnessing is crazy, because we look at 7 seconds trying to take that tier 1 turret, which is still standing tall right now in a very low HP. So yes, I'm not really sure what is the strategy behind the team fights they are doing, how they are rotating. I think I don't know what to think honestly.
I will take it from here. I think 7 seconds is trying to, do something, make the Mischief Queens do something, not they want to do something. As already I see that the top tower is down, they are literally focusing on the objectives here. Another fight goes on. The two ultimates popped out from the two teams, but still managed to survive Mischief Queens this time against real world manipulation, since Olivia was giving a really nice crowd control, but that wasn't enough at this point. But still, I will say that the lead belongs to 7 Second Esports, since they are trying to maintain their position. Like, they are being aggressive, as the same time they are not. That's the thing that might be hard for Mr. Quinn to understand. Here it goes, and the fatal length, 3 men on top, and Bunny Zyla back-to-back 2 kills, 3 kills from 7 Second Esports. Finally shut it down. Noise, the double kill goes on. One last one standing. Look at Starberry. Okay, she managed to survive this time, but I don't think the tower will survive. That was a nice fight.
Exactly.
Literally got it. So, what do you think about this fight, Manisha? I am speechless at this point.
It was a lovely initiation, to be honest. The Fatal Link was there, but then there was no one to follow up, because the bunny, our Sora, she and Suyu literally disengaged half of the teams, and I think that was the key, to separate the tanks, and there was no follow-up, and then there was no kill from our Mischief side.
Yeah, so once again another fight goes on. My goodness, I wasn't expecting anything like this. Like, back-to-back kills, back-to-back fights. 2-man, 3-man down. Zyla again goes with 3 kills. Double kill is secured by her. as I was saying, that 516 is a Arcadia, so it will be really tough against Rio. If it goes like he's getting so much farms and others, since I see nuclear already clearing, like dropping bombs everywhere. Look at the lanes on the top lane, all are cleared. And if we talk about the mid lane, the most important lane of Land of Dawn, it's gone. Like there's nothing on the bottom. It's still gone. Like what are they planning? I say that yes, we need to focus on the objectives, but like this, that's insane.
Exactly. Our 7 seconds, they have already taken the turrets from all the lanes, and it is going to be very much easy for them to, sync the lanes when the Lord surges. And look at Zyla taking another kill over Nyoso. There goes our Atlas. There was Fatal Link, but it was a waste. I don't know.
Yeah. So definitely that was a waste. So
Our
I
like,
think
look at the situation.
like there is nothing Mischief can do at this point if they wanna engage a fight. Because if I talk about the goal difference, is nearly 10,000. So right now, since they lost all their towers as well as the holy shield of mid lane, they need to farm. I'm done here. They just need to farm here. They don't have anything to do at this point. And since the Lord has been taken down by Zyla this time, if I look at her build, she is bursting the opponent with Sky, combined with War and Hunter Strike, as well as if I look at Nuclear, she's about to end her Trinity build, which gonna burst against the team fight against Soha, as well as Shaki and Moiso. Like three of them are really chunky heroes and gonna do a lot of damage sustain in the lane, but in front of a hero like Melissa, it's hard. And there he goes. Another kill might be secure, but oh my gosh, Rano literally survived. That's insane. Like, there was no chance for her to, just fall back here, but still managed. Let's see, the Lord's gonna barge in soon into the side of Mischief, which was, like a really sad one for them, obviously, because they can't do anything at this point once again. Real world manipulation goes on. Star Belief literally got one. Sora with shifting skies. Nuclear got the main front laner. Double kill goes to her. Just look at them. Monster kill is secured by Zyla. This is gonna be the end for Mischief, I think, against Star. Save the day, but not tonight.
Oh, look at the damage. Look at the damage. I think, yes, it is the end for our team Mischief Queen. Oh, that was an amazing match.
Yeah,
Um,
that was that was a big one. Like I was expecting a little bit more from the divas from Bangladesh, but in the very end, everything just ended up like the victory is from the 7 seconds. But still, it's a BO3 game, so I hope they will
there's still
try
a
to
chance.
come back. They will have a chance, and I do believe. I'm just being optimistic from their side. So yeah, they could try something different. And let's have a look at the whole, the match cards here. So what was the mistake? If I ask you, if I'm just starting things off with Manisha, like, can you just describe what was the exact mistake from the Mischief side? And you have to talk about the Mischief and um you
Yeah,
and
I got it.
Okay, I got it. I
I
got it.
just
I
forgot your name.
think
Like usually I used to call you something else, but your name is totally different. Never mind. And Duti, you have to tell me the opposite. Okay,
all
just
right.
go on.
Yes. I think, as we already discussed, before the match started, the Atlas pick early on, I think that was one of few. And I think our Mischief, they were trying to get into the team fights, but there was no proper synergy. And also, I personally do not prefer having too many magic damages in my team while I'm fighting against Sora and
Yeah.
Uh, Sora and Suyu, yes. Even though
Sora and
Nandin said like,
Soyo.
yes, like Suyu is kind of weak against magic damage, but honestly, I really don't prefer having magic damages too much. So for me, I personally feel that, and also I think it is also because they were just not in the form, the zone, like during this particular part as well. Tank was using his ulti, and rest of the team was like elsewhere. They were not there to follow up. So I think that is all that I have to say. But yeah.
All right, you go on now.
Well, I think for 7 second esports, they kind of, maintained their positioning way too good, I'll say, as they were trying to make mischief, make the first move, so that way they can know their position, they can start it back again. Like they don't want to be the first pick, they want to be the second one this time. And I'll say their objective securing managing that was top notch this time on this round. Since they picked Melissa, I was hoping that yes, obviously she's gonna poke a lot, and in late game or in the mid to late one she's gonna burst in. That's the exact opposite happened actually, because yes, she was bursting in, but before that she made sure to take down all six towers of each lane. That was the main key point for 7 second to win it against Mischief Queens, because they knew that if they can make the way to the base, then they can easily take them down.
But I would say the positioning of Team Mischief was very poor. That I would say
Yeah.
I witnessed and I saw every detail of the match, and the thing that I figured out, first of all, I told you guys draft wasn't good enough for the Mischief. The team from Bangladesh, the draft wasn't good enough. Like picking up Atlas at the very first beginning, I don't think it's a very good decision at all. And there's a few more other problems. Like in the other side, the 7 seconds they totally went for the meta lineup, and which is a very important for them. And they have executed their plan and the meta strategy, the lineup, and overall their positioning was very good. Not only their draft was good, but also the way they have played. They have showed to the audience like how good they are and why they're here in this tournament. And definitely the positioning also the draft wasn't good enough, but still there's two more games to go. And I'm expecting to see a very good draft out of the box from the side of Mischief. And I guess they will try to figure it out what they will bring in this match against one of the best female team in Nepal, that is 7 seconds. And yeah, obviously, we do have our giveaways. So don't forget to share the stream, comment right down below your server, your ID. If you are lucky enough, then you'll have a chance to win chunk of diamonds from Mobile Legend. Bang bang. So right now I'm just starting things up with Tanzim, and then I'll go to Manisha. Go for the draft.
Well, let's dive into the storm this time. I spot Melissa again, but this time she's gonna be performing with Mischief Queens. Let's see how they handle it. As for 7 seconds, there is Atlas and Yuzong. I am having, a heartbreak watching Yuzong on the other side, and Manisha, that since I know that the Yuzong players, they love to make like how do I explain this, like a heroic stand in front of your enemy. Like I am gonna just punish you, I'm gonna hurt you back to back, and I'm gonna stay back, I'm gonna look away, and yeah, you will die, so there's no time for me to watch you.
Go on, Manisha.
I think I'm not very confident about the drafts right now from
Okay.
our 7 seconds side. Meanwhile, we have like very good lineups as of now, because the kind of chain attack that can happen
Hmm.
uh from Minotaur, and then the jump from our Guinevere. I think it can damage a lot to our 7 seconds. But meanwhile, we also have YSS and Yuzong. So let's see how it goes for this game. But yes, I'm not very confident. I'm not very confident for the 7 seconds.
So
But let's see
you just
for
said
the two.
you just said that you were not confident for them, right?
Yes.
Why you were not confident? If I ask you, like, why not? Your team already on the first
Uh
game against Mischief, so why not?
yes, but I don't want them to be kind of overconfident with the kind of
Ah,
picks that is
now
already here.
no, you
You
listen
know,
to me. Listen to me, Manija. I guess now you were just playing the role of our noble tiger one that blind confidence will take you nowhere. Like before hitting the crossbow tongue, she used to say blind confidence will get you nowhere. Go on.
Mhm. So yes, I really hope that this works out for the 7 seconds, but I also want to see, a good fight from both of the teams, and hopefully we can have our very best of three match, because I don't think we had that in the last 2 days matches as well. They all ended in 2-0. So I am really excited to see if this game can go to our Mischief, and then we can finally have that do or die kind of situation in the third match, and maybe that will give us the kind of potential they already have. So let's see. That's all
Oh,
I have to say.
okay. I guess we're missing our main caster. I guess she is having a little some problem. Okay, she'll get back
Yeah,
here
but that
very
happens.
soon. Yeah, like I told you, it's a mobile game, and total things are based on the electronic sports and media based on like internet connection, electricity. So yeah, we
Yes,
apologize
very
for that.
understandable then.
So yeah, she will back in time. No worries. So all right. So from the side of 7 seconds, so there's a Faramis, and out of the
Farmers.
box, a very good pick that I would say. I do love having a Faramis. Faramis do have the damage, and even after the revamp, it gives you a permanent resurrection. No more
Mm-hmm.
decoy that he was used to give before the revamp, and so
Hmm.
yeah, it's very good. Like I do love. Faramis, not only as a support but also as a burst magic damage dealer. And also, there's the Essential. Even in this match, I'm loving to see their drops, especially the Zyla with the Essential. Also, they have the perfect EXP artillery. That is,
Hmm.
I used to say when I saw a Yuzhong in the battlefield, and in the other
Hmm.
side, Star Bailiff. Bailiff. I love this name because Bailiff
Believe.
is a Pokemon, and it's a stage one version of Chikorita. I do love this name, Bailiff. Very nice name.
I have zero idea.
No, it's
I'm
a
sorry.
Pokemon name, Bailiff. That's a very good name.
Okay.
All right, so there is a Minotaur, and so I guess we got Tanzim, if I'm not wrong.
Sorry.
Is she here? All right, you better take
Uh,
take the
I
part,
cannot hear her
Manija.
actually. So, yes. So the final draft has been done from our team Mischief Queens, and I think this draft is going to work for them, because again, there are CC heroes, and we have our Melissa. So I hope they use the best out of it. And talking about our 7 seconds, they have locked in with Moscow. Again, that is why I told you, like, as an individual heroes they are great, but sometimes it does not work with that combination that they already have, the kind of draft that we have. But let's see if they can work it out. But I'm really loving the draft from Mischief right now, and let's see how it goes for both of the teams. And we can see four purifies. They all are very scared of that, CC. uh so let's see who's going to get heavier on whom. And with that, I'm really hoping that this game is going to be as interesting as the first one. And with that, let's get into our Land of Dawn. Land of Dawn. Let's
Well,
go.
yeah.
And of course, guys, I
Yes,
was
we have.
connected
We
to
have
it.
our Tanzim
So,
back.
so yeah,
Tanzim,
I
you are here.
yes, I'm here. Is is it all okay?
Yes, as of now, nothing has happened yet. Very one-on-one minion clearing situation in both bottom and
Yeah.
top lane. And again, a tank being tank, trying to invade the buff, you know. So I think nothing much is going on as of now. Uh, let's see how it goes
Well,
further down.
since I spot hard crowd control from the teams, I am expecting another head-to-head fight, and obviously, I unfortunately missed the draft. So, if I look at the heroes, I think Mischief need to do a comeback, but I don't think that first blood goes to Shiranui this time. If they are focusing on Melissa once again, just like 7 Second Esports did, they might do something better. But let's okay, like we got another kill. Might be another one for 7 Second Esports this time. Let's
Yes, and
go
their
dive
cold
in.
mountain
Double kill
chocolate.
goes to the again Mountain Shocker on the empty field, but still that was a really good hand for the team, like support your team, and that's how you win it. And the score is two. Like the early game was good from the side of Mischief on the first round, but this time it's 7 seconds.
Mhm.
So let's see how they do.
Exactly, and we have our first turtle of the match. And looking at the minimap right now, the positioning of our 7 seconds, they're getting closer to and then
Whoa!
we have our Violet Requiem, and with that, Yuzong Bunny is down from our Guinevere, and there goes paddling. There's no paddlings. I think Bubble Pot is going to get punished, but she gets safe. Very low HP, but then there we have our Farmis. Farmis is safe for now. And I think it is going to be a very easy turtle for our team Mischief because we don't see 7 seconds near
Well,
anymore.
I am amazed how Mischief literally made the position around the turtle and snatched it from 7 Second Esports. Like on the early moment, 7 seconds was there. The next time is it's Mischief. That's a good one. And let's say once again, one Fury, but nothing much happened. Was about to give a really good chunk, but this time another one gets down and. Well, seems like the first time 7 seconds really doing well with their objective. I think this time they might go for the same thing, as I see that they are moving back to the goal lane back to back, and they already took the goal. So with the gold, if I mention that it's a 10k from
Oh,
7
sorry.
seconds, like yeah.
Please continue. I'm
Well,
sorry.
no, never mind, never mind. Yeah, obviously Moscow missed this time. But well, once again, second skill goes on. Battle links, but this time Noiso got another one. It's the alright. Killing spree goes to Faramis. Like he's doing really great. And one more kill might be secured by 7 seconds, but not this time. Another man, like back two of Mischief is down, and look at what the Yuzong doing here. The Dragon Man is focusing on the goal, which is gonna give him a really good hand. But I fear Guinevere's jumps a lot, Manisa, more than the Dragon, I would say.
Yes, because we've already seen in the first 3 minutes, Guinevere was giving very hard time to our Yuzong, and not
Exactly.
just Yuzong, rest of the members of 7 seconds, and I think that is why our 7 seconds have to look out for Guinevere especially. And again, we have our second turtle, and I really hope that 7 seconds. But here we have the
Oh,
him, Min and Fury with that Fury of the Phoenix. We have it. And SOD comes in. Is Moscow? Yes, Moscow goes in. Zyla gets the kill. And Melissa gets another kill over Moscow. But Melissa is punished with that. What is happening right now? Back to back kills from both of the teams. Like, it's so crazy. Like, they're getting killed and they're killing each other. It's like one on one. So it's very
Yeah.
this turtle.
Well. Oh my goodness, look who got it. Really, I was expecting that there might be another retribution fight, but meanwhile, Bunny just took it like it belongs to me, and there it goes. I was, kind of speechless this time because the trade was good, and there was only Zyla who got really low health, and she was sent back to base. So it was a easy one. Like for Noiso, she can just be there, hit it, and just go with the turtle back to the base. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think 7 seconds is really maintaining the position. Like Yuzong is being the sacrificial lamb, I guess. Like he is rotating and forcefully Guinevere is onto him. But let's see, 1 second period of Phoenix combined with Minoan Fury. Another bunny got killed and alright, chasing in. Syla got killing spree. Two men down from the side of Mischief Queens and the main one side. Oh my god, why am I feeling so much in pain?
No, we've been talking about Guinevere's jump again and again, and I think that is something very, lovely to watch because she waits there in the bush and then she takes that right moment and then she jumps and then she secures that kill. It's just lovely.
Well, yeah, definitely. Shaki, let's look at her build this time. Going with, a little bit of anti-Pyrrhus, I guess. Dreadnought is there with concentrated energy, so definitely she's gonna go with something sustainable against Yuzong, I guess, because Yuzong is, not that good against if there's any physical damage. That's gonna help win good in a good way, and I think it's her, ambush day. So she's gonna just jump over everyone. Just look at it, that fight. Oh my goodness, back to back 3 airborns, and there it goes. All right, the kill is still going on. What is happening? Look at the fight. All right. Double kill is secured by Zyla this time. 3 men down. Triple kill is secured by Sunshin. 604 KDA and
Going
just
for the
only
fourth.
one down. Going for the main attack.
Oh
Oh,
no! Yeah,
ouch, ouch. All right,
she's still
all right.
going in. She was still going
Are
in
you,
for
are you just gonna
for
stand
the
there?
fifth one, right?
Oh my goodness, that was literally a good one, like a good decision for Shiran. I guess Noiso this time, cause Isan Shin, she has died. She had to. Like I will accept it that yes, Isan Shin is doing really good. So a shutdown was necessary for him. So yeah,
But let's see, they're having the lore dance, and they're trying to secure this very first lord of the match. But Yishin Shin has just spawned and she's just coming in. By the time, I don't think our mischiefs are going to, take that lord yet. Okay, lovely jump, but she goes back. And look at our nuclear clearing all the lanes. Second turret of our top lane has gone down, and here we have SOD coming in. I think there's going to be a follow up from Moscow, just for clearing the lanes as of now.
yeah. So minions are important. They are the main heroes. I say every time. This time I think the Lord belongs to 7 second, unless Noiso is diving in with the
Here we
blink of
have
her
London
second
Chopper.
skill. Okay, there
Lovely
might be
jump.
another
Middle
fight.
Fury.
Oh, nice. That was awesome. Like the airborne and 2 men down. Fire missile still going on. Zyla got another one. Shut it down. Noiso double kill is secured. Wiped out Mischief win. That was a nice comeback. An amazing one, I'll say, Manisha. Like early moment there was Mischief, and the next second there's 7 seconds. And where is the opponent? They are banned from the map. They are nowhere to be seen. That was amazing. That's what you called a perfect sweep.
Exactly, and the way our farm is saved during that crucial moment was as well amazing. And in the bottom lane, we can see Moscow and Guinevere with that shaky gets down. They were so hard, but then she was kind of late to, give her that heal. But nonetheless, we have our Harley going in, very low HP. Our farmist is dead. But since
Yeah.
Farmist, I really love Farmist because the respawning time is really short for him because of his I'm not sure what his name,
Passive,
but
passive works really good. Like when
yes,
the second skill comes in, Faram is
yes,
collects the
exactly,
orbs and that helps him to
yes,
spawn after the death. It's amazing, I'll say, in
exactly,
short.
exactly. So here we have
So
again our very first slot. Yes, our first slot marching in from the top lane. Our team's 7 seconds. They're trying to get that base turret, third tier 3 turret, and we have it.
all right. The Lord might be the key to end this match here. Let's dive in with the big black dragon, which is currently in red form. Literally stunned by the fury of the phoenix this time, but let's not lose hope. Mischief is trying to defend with high ground, but not tonight. Nuclear dives in, and there is the bomb. Oh my goodness, that was a really nice victory. Like the late game was intense from the scene of the last turtle. They literally fought so well this time.
Uh, that was a that was amazing
Exactly.
match. That was amazing match from the side of 7 seconds. And in the very last moment, they just completely give a sweep to Team Mischief. Like I was expecting in this game they will give a comeback or something like that. Even the early couple of minutes was very good, even not that much bad enough. Even the snowball between these two team was uh, quite balancing for the 5 or maybe 4 minutes. And I used to think like they might bring something out of the game in this match, but everything just ended up being like the
Exactly.
same like the first match. So
Exactly.
after all, it's a very good match from the side of 7 seconds. Nepal.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
They did exactly the same like the first match. The
Mm.
early one was on the side of Mischief, but the next
Hmm.
moment from the mid game, 7 seconds took the entire map into their hands, and this time again it was nuclear. Just using a spare of distraction to jump in, but wait for the right moment, clear minions, and boom, I'm just gone. I
Yeah,
don't belong here. That was amazing, and that's the point where
just being very
Mischief
safe.
forgot.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the point. They are forgot to defend their territory.
And I would say their jungler was very fine. Like I love the way
Yeah,
he played jungle Lee Sunshin. Like from my side, thousands of applause from him. And you know, as a girl, the way he played Lee Sunshin in some corner, I just felt a professional, ultra professional esports jungler is playing wisest, like Sunshin. The way he maintained passive, I was just keeping eyes on her, especially because he's pulled up a pick, which is not easy to play. Even usually, girls don't
Mm-hmm.
usually play this type of heroes, but the way he just managed uh, to trigger her passive. It was amazing. Like I would love to give the credit to every single member of 7 Second Esports, but personally, I do love the way she played the Isan Shin against the Mischief. That was amazing. The match highlights is going on that you could see some intense moments. So look at the 5 minutes. Here's the 5 minutes. Like the
Mm.
total scenario was quite same between these two teams. Like I told you guys, like even not that much
Yeah,
difference. But after 6 minutes, things are just keep going to the favor of the 7 seconds. Like from
yeah.
after 7 or 8 minutes, they just keep
eight
collapsing.
minutes.
Yes,
Yeah,
after the 8 minutes, they just keep collapsing. Even in the very last moment, they just gave him a wiped out. Only Harley was a sole survivor. Um,
exactly.
so yeah, it was an intense match from their side, but bad luck for Mischief.
Definitely, we were hoping for a comeback, but 7 seconds gave us no chance. So, yeah, let's see what happens on the next one. We still have another one chance to fight and win against Nepal.
Mhm,
Uh, that is going to be Vanquish Vincere versus Last Requiem, right?
Yes.
mhm.
Okay.
All right, so that's all for this match, and we'll be back with our next game, and we'll just go for a very short break. After the break, already casters told you guys the match card about again Bangladesh versus Nepal, two outstanding team, and as Tanjim said, we still have a hope for the next team. So yeah, uh, I would love to see something new and out of the box on new tactics, new lineup, new strategy from Bangladeshi team, and also good luck for Nepali teams and Nepali girls. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after a very short break.
Killing spree! Hold on, Uranus! Pasha! We need you!
Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil!
Still trying to reach your allies on foot? Still stuck navigating terrain when the fight's already over? From flightless bird to ruling the skies, the revamped Kaja can be summed up in 2 words: soar and lasso. Soar anywhere, lasso anyone. First up, Kaja's passive skill. We kept its paralysis effect and upgraded it. Hitting with Kaja's skills will slow enemies and reduce their damage, making it easier to pressure enemy carries. Moving on to his first skill, Kaja releases a ring of primal lightning, damaging enemies and healing himself. Scout pushes, recover HP, interrupt recalls. Kaja can now fly into the enemy jungle like a true fearless roamer. From a short dash to full flight, Kaja's second skill is a highlight of this revamp. Kaja dashes to the target area before entering the soaring state. While soaring, Kaja can fly over terrain and his basic attacks become AoE. In this state, his second skill's cooldown is shortened, and hitting an enemy hero with it reactivates his soaring state. So don't panic when a melee enemy is on you. Use the terrain to your advantage to block off pursuers. Kaja's ultimate received the biggest change, from solo gank to a setter's dream. Kaja's whip now lassos an entire area, trapping enemies inside. He can then drag them along while the lasso tightens. Since the ultimate has a cast delay, timing is key, aimed for the enemy carry in the backline. For Kaja's skill priority, if the team needs fast wave clear, pick up his first skill first. To invade the enemy jungle and apply early pressure, go with the second skill first. Prioritize upgrading the first skill afterward in either case. For combos, try out these two. In the laning phase, use Kaja's first skill to poke and recover HP. If the enemy engages, use his second skill to take off. Then kite with his aerial basic attacks. Kite when attacked. Attack when they're out of steam. For initiating teamfights, use Kaja's second skill to soar. Use the terrain to reposition. Follow up with his first skill to slow and reduce their damage. Then immediately cast his ultimate and let the team clean up. Now, let's talk matchups. Kaja does well against carries with no mobility skills, such as Layla, Ixia, and Vexana. Once he flies in and lassos them, there's no hope of escape. He also pairs well with allies with AoE, like Odette, Barza, and Ixia. Kaja can hold enemies in place while they pile on the damage. The perfect set! Now, if you're up against Kaja, remember that while his ultimate can't be purified, heroes with mobility like Kagura, Gisonshin, and Suyo can still dodge it with a dash. To play Kaja at his best, go for a sustain and poke playstyle. For Kaja's build, Rapid Boots helps him get around the map faster, and Thunderbelt is great because he can quickly get stacks from his AoE basic attacks while soaring, making him more tanky while boosting his damage. Oracle boosts the healing from his first skill, improving his sustain, so he can stay in the fight. We recommend the support emblem for Kaja for more survivability and movement speed. Choose Flicker as his battle spell and combo it with his second skill to drag enemy carries from further away for allies to blow up. For players who enjoy fast, aggressive roamers like Khalid, Hilda, or Marcel, Kaja offers that same fast roaming and in-and-out teamfight playstyle. Give Kaja a try and rule the sky. Soar anywhere, lasso anyone. The revamped Kaja arrives on August 5th. Get his commandment skin for only 51 diamonds. And get Kaja at 30% off during launch week.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Land of Dawn once again. And we're back for our second game. It's all about Vanquish versus Last Requiem. And this is going to be a very exciting match. And hopefully, we will see outstanding rivalry once again. Bangladesh team versus Nepali team, the most fierce rivalry. In the history of Southeast Asia, like if I just compare these two countries and this two rivalry in between Southeast Asia, then I would definitely call it the intense rivalry. And right now, I'm just going back to my fellow casters. Tanzima Froze, I'm Wakar Mahmood, and also from Nepal. Manisha Mahato is here. So, Manisha, just give us a slight thought about this team, that especially the one from is Nepal.
Yes, so our last Requiem, they are
Okay.
again a newly formed female group, I would say, just as 7 seconds. So I think I've only seen them in this tournament. Actually, I have not really seen them in the past
Mhm.
local tournaments. I think they have an open category, but not the female before, but we have now.
Okay.
So I really have high hopes from them. Let's see how they're going to perform, and I really wish them all the best.
All right.
Uh,
So,
as
okay.
for the Vanquish Vincere, they are a well-known team, but as far as I know, they managed to hire some new players into the team. So I am kind of worried that this time the synergy is gonna be the same as they used to play before. So if it's like the same players gonna play this time again, then I think Vanquish gonna perform just the way they managed to handle their and maintain their position in the top three of the tournaments from Bangladesh all the time. So yeah, let's see what happens onto the land of dawn.
Yep,
Exactly.
let's hope for the best. And yeah, like even I would ask you the same question once again, Manisha, like what kind of strategy you would love to see for them? Like, let me clear it for you guys. Like, there is a few different strategies. Like the first one is a hyper offensive. Like this is the
Hmm.
most, like the most common strategy for this type of like professional players and professional teams and this type of big tournaments. They just love to go for the hyper offensive with some early damage dealer heroes,
Hmm.
and they just want to finish the game as early as possible in between 10 to minutes. 12 to 12
Hmm.
minutes. That is something called hyper offensive gameplay. And there is another strategy which is usually we saw in yesterday, like Southern Roy was with me. We saw that one of the team totally took the game for the late game. So yeah,
Hmm.
so there's a second strategy, which is a very common strategy, and usually every every players, every normal players, like newbie squads and rookies, do love to go for the late game strategy. Especially they just totally get reliable on their marksman. So this
Hmm.
is something is very common. So what you gonna say about that? Like the hyper offensive strategy in the very first game we saw, they just finished the game in between
Hmm.
9 to 12 minutes. So that is
12
something
minutes,
called
yes.
hyper offensive strategy.
So if that's what I have to choose, then I would definitely choose the first one,
Yeah.
hyper offense, because I think the more you wait for the late game, the more it's going to get difficult for you as well. Because equally, the other like the enemy team, I would say, they will also have the kind of farm, and if we have um marksmen or like other heroes who are very late gameish kind of, that is going to hurt a lot to your team instead. So, I would rather choose the hyper offense one.
Well, since on the first match, Manisha, you said that the team from Nepal was still newly, but it's the same this time. And still we struggled, our team Bangladesh, to suffer, like from the mid game they suffered. So I
Mhm.
really don't think Vanquish won't be able to handle it this time, and I think they will go with the hyper offensive style this time to end it as soon as possible, since we know there are a couple of heroes and they are really dangerous when it comes to the late game. Like if you cross the 12 minute mark,
Mhm.
they become really hard to counter.
Hmm.
But I think it also depends on the draft eventually, because what kind of heroes that you have picked. If you can, use the hyper offense or the late game strategy, it all depends on the kind of heroes that you have picked for yourself. Uh, so yeah, I think I'm not
Yeah, you
sure.
know what? Drafts will say a different story, and I'm just eagerly waiting for the draft. And can't wait
Exactly.
to say the draft once again. The match is all between the last Requiem versus Vanquish Vincere. I guess I'm pronouncing it in the right way. Never mind.
Yes.
All right, so starting things up, the last Requiem, they just banned out of Melissa, which is a very common pick, and also I guess Hirara, Belric. And in the other
Mhm.
side, you guys can see there's also the same band, I guess. Okay, so there's a Zushin. There's a Zushin
Jushin.
also. What is the hero? I just can't see it properly. Never mind.
Jushin and Hirata.
Zushin and Hirara from the Vanquish Vincere.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
And at last, from our Vanquish, while we have Melissa, Marshall, and Belleric. I think Melissa being a meta hero, they don't want to risk that hero being played from our Vanquish. So I think they have banned it early on. And looking at the um, picks from our last Requiem, I am hoping they're going to pick for the mid lane or the I was going to say the tank, and we have Minotaur. I think Minotaur is being picked very often in this tournament, right?
It's the most common
Yeah,
pick
I
in this
see.
tournament, very common pick in the tournament, Minotaur.
Mm,
And if we just dive into the Vanquish side, then there is there is Esmeralda, which is a very good hero. Like, and this meta currently it just goes very fine. I would
mhm.
say, like, until you have Thamus or even carry or the
Yeah.
true damage dealer like Alpha in your
Mhm.
team, then you could just easily go for the
Oh, we
Esmeralda.
have
Even the
carry.
Oh, never mind. Like, just I was about to say something, then it just happened. They just had the last Requiem. Yeah, I definitely have to say they just picked up the right hero against the Esmeralda. So yeah, things are just going pretty fine from their side. They're just
Mhm.
picking it up in their own way. They're just picking the counter, and that is very good. That is very good. And Cupcake, which is a very known player in our Bangladesh, the
Oh,
female team. One of the
Yeah.
best player that I would say, one of the best player that she is, and she's picked up Moscow. It will be a little bit hard for her. I don't know. Like, we might see a swap with Cupcake, but like, if you can't play Moscow purple, then Moscow is fine for you. Like high fire rate marksman with Trinity alongside with a Malefic gun. But still, the thing that makes Moscow a little bit back than the other marksman, that's just because of his range. But
yeah,
still, he can
exactly.
pull it off in the late game.
Well, personally, when I play with Carrie, I kind of struggle. Like, if you can't maintain her position, then she
Mhm.
Yeah,
cannot just be the carry we want. So,
Yes.
definitely, that will be the key for Vanquish to, come back to the goal lane once again and again and again to give a good gank for Carrie. Because we know that there are chunky heroes. So, just keeping carry or Thanos or heroes like that, even though carry is a threat, it's a kind of really risky because you are going with a really tanky lineup. So I
it is
think it
risky.
was better. Yeah, I think it's better to just, ban some of the heroes because we know there are plenty that can counter you, but still, you cannot just go with the 100% risk.
Absolutely,
True.
absolutely. The reason that is also carry
Oh, mhm.
is a big problem for themselves. That is, I told you about the range. The carry range is so short, or even the same thing
Short,
goes for
yes.
Moscow.
Yeah.
Like, just compared to the other marksmen, carry and Moscow's range is just quite low. Until you just go for the Malefic gun, your range on increase. And the main point is, like, you just need to go for a perfect positioning with
Mhm.
carry alongside with your roamer. Just roamer need to do his part very perfectly. Otherwise, carry on get the farm that she needs. And Without that, the team will might get suffer in the late game. And the same thing just go for the cupcake and Narnika. There's a Grog, the walking castle here in the land of Dawn. So I do love to see Grog. You know what? Like just the revamped Grog is not only just a tank, but also is a pure fighter like can dealt a big amount of damage and also the airborne
Damage.
effect, but a little bit hard to use, like connecting the tectonic charge closer to the wall. So it's a little bit
Mhm.
difficult that if they can pull it very well, if they can play it perfectly, like just closer to the walls or perfect wall. If she just managed to get with the tectonic charge, is very good. And also there is a Soyo. Oh, I love this hero, and now just I just can't wait to see the way how he gonna manage this Soyo. So okay, so there's a swap. Cupcake just swap the Moskov with the marksman, and where she just go for the Soyo. That is a very good pick.
Mhm.
And in the other side, there is a Lilia, which is, what, like when we were just talking about the range of the marksman, then there is a very good counter of all of these melee heroes. That is the Lilia. Like Lilia is a perfect counter of those melee heroes. Like even the Moskov as
Yeah,
well, as long as with Esmeralda, even Grok, Soyo, they won't even get a chance to come to closer to Lilia. They will just get burst down by the shadow energy.
Exactly.
So well, all right, so comparison has been set, so let's see which team has the last laugh.
Yes, and we're very
okay, okay.
excited to have how this match goes for both of the team. And I'm pretty much I was actually expecting Lilia from our last Requiem, and I'm glad they picked it up. But let's see how they're going to use that in this match itself, and how it is going to turn for our teams, both last Requiem and Vanquish Vincere. And with
All
that, we
troops
are here
deploy.
at the land of dawn. Let's go.
All right, it's time for another storm to barge into the land of dawn. Let's go. Mid lane starts with Lilia. It starts with Astria this time, as we know that in the early games she can do a really good damage to your, opponent hero, as well as it's really fast for Lilia to clear the lane. So that is
Yes.
what she is doing, and both of the mages are poke mages. So definitely we are gonna see a lot of poking this time. If we talk about the
Oh,
rock
Lilia
this
is
time,
stuck.
oh, that was a close call, Manisha. Like this time, it literally made her fall back. So
Yes.
definitely, it's gonna be really hard to play against the Zacian or Grok with Lilia. They are not gonna back off that easily.
Exactly, because the kind of damage our Zaytin is giving, obviously Lilia has to fall back for now. And mid lane, we are still seeing some poke damages from our lovely Zaytian. Owen, is it Owen? And
Yes.
Rome, that they're trying to check every bushes, trying to invade. But for now, I think Minotaur is just saving our Lilia, because he's not being able to rotate around except for that two little bushes. So I think our
Yeah.
Vanquish is giving a lot of hard time to our last Requiem.
Yeah, definitely. And this is the time for Turtles, so they have to push back their opponent, and that is why they
Mm.
are playing so like scary in front of Last Requiem. Let's see, Cupcake finally secured the turtle. Pira the Phoenix goes on. The crowd control managed to make out the first blood for our Smeralda, and again, two men down from the side of Last Requiem, and that was a really nice start for Vanquish Vincere. They're back on the lanes in the farming phase, and this time they might do something exceptional.
Exactly. I think our last Requiem was so scared to go there, because the series of ultimates that we saw right there and during that team fight, it was amazing. And the way our Vanquish took the kills. It was a lovely match, a lovely play to, witness. And looking
Yeah.
mids, and again, mids is being very controlled by our Vanquish. Like look at our Grok rotating around, and Minotaur is just following it. It's not in that attack aggressive mode. They're being very passive. Like our Lastricum is being very passive, and they're not exactly attacking. I'm
Yet
not.
they're popping a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can do a lot with heroes like Minotaur and Grok as well. But
Mhm.
for the last Requiem, I will say that if you see a Grok in front of you, stay the hell out of the wall as soon as possible. So definitely you don't wanna get, smashed into a big chunk of stony walls, obviously. So yeah,
Exactly.
and with the Minotaur, he can, a good hero that can support you, heal you on your crucial moment, as well as
Mhm.
do really good damage sustain.
Oh, lovely
Look at the
charm.
damage this time coming
Minion
out
Fury.
from. Okay, Minowan managed to get a kill. Aspen is down, and look at the Violet Requiem. Hey, in literally popped out. That was a good one. Since the front roam, the front side of Vanquish has been taken down by Last Requiem, there's a high chance that the turtle might be on their side. The fight is still happening, and I see that Owen is trying to do something like poke and chase them back to her, which is really scary. Okay, another
Oh,
one
tectonic
tectonic
charge.
charge without it. Rampant goes on. Cupcake finally managed to get another one, and that is the hate in. Like an eye for an eye battle here was about to begin, but this time the second eye that Last Requiem needed to see here wasn't there actually. Vanquish literally do good this time.
Exactly. I think the way our Guinevere was stuck in that wall, ah, it was bad. And look at the bottom lane, our Alot, Falling Stars from Esmeralda. So you're getting in and way
Oh,
out for our Alot. Again, the way our Vanquish they are playing, they're very aggressive. They know where to, charge, and when to make them stuck in a situation from where they cannot come out. And they're really good at it. Honestly, they're very good at it.
exactly. Definitely, I will fear Lilia and Harry from the mid to late game. So they have presence. Trisha have to end this match as soon as possible.
Yes.
'Cause, Carrie with just her golden staff, she is amazing in short. And
Mhm.
as well as if we talk about Lilia, then combined
Moscow.
with Witching Lantern, it's really good. This time another fight goes on Titanic Stars, and then okay, they are falling back because let's see the position of the last Requiem Manisha. They managed their position under the tower really good. So this time they are safe for now.
Yes, exactly. But I thought that there was going to be another charge from our Vanquish, which they could not really follow up with. And I think Moscow was half HP, and that is why. But here we have our console play, and with that sorry, bottom tier, one turret down. Okay,
Yeah.
Guinevere getting stuck again. Do we see the violent requiem? Not yet. Not yet, but we are about to see something over here from our Vanquish. Uh, the way they are holding, the pressure is really on from our Vanquish side. Tectonic Star charging in, SOD missed, but there we have lovely damage, very low on HP, and Hay gets killed from our Cupcake.
Oh,
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
that
They're
was
still going,
insane. Just look
still
at
going in.
Minotaur.
Okay.
I'm feeling so so sad for Nini because with the Minotaur, not a true roamer, like true tank, not roamer, my bad, but a true tank. Still, he can do a lot of support, but the way he's being melted down, that's really sad.
Exactly.
If we look at the
Exactly.
item here, Let's see, the both of our marksmen are going with, without the DHs, they are just building the Trinity. That's good for
Yes.
now. If I look at our hyper from Vanquish, Suyo is doing really great, and he's definitely gonna come up with a lot of damage later. So let's see what happens next. As I see that the key to the safe zone of your opponent team, it's open, like door is open, the Midland tower is down, taken down by Vanquish Vincere, and another fight might be happen. Well, not yet. Nanancia is I think she's just trying to steal the buff, steal the creeps, and that's all for now, since the team is not with her right now. And they managed to clear the first tower from Midland, so definitely they will wait for more farm this time.
Exactly, and I think it is getting a little bit easier for our Vanquish now because the mid turret is already down, and also the top and the bottom. Oh, I did not realize that the first turrets for all three lanes are down, and they're just, you know, delaying the farms for our last Requiem. They cannot
Yeah.
do anything. Like, look at it. Arnold being Arnold cannot do it. It cannot be very aggressive at this moment because another tectonic charge is here. Lovely Fury the Phoenix. And the
Oh,
damage is insane from our Vanquish going in Moscow. Moscow. Can we see that? No. Okay. Okay. No one is
well,
getting hurt. Here we have another kill from our Esmeralda over Guinevere. Guinevere, what are you doing, girl?
yeah,
It's
last time she was literally jumping here and there, but this time it's not so
yes,
lucky for Miss Violet, I guess. And
exactly. I
if
think
I, yeah,
no, I was just saying it. I think it is going to be very difficult for our last Rickham right now, at this point.
exactly, because the score is 1-6 and the build. If I look at the marksman again, then yes, earlier we was talking about Moscow, and she got an upper hand. The build is almost complete. Here it goes, another Violet Requiem, but unfortunately, not that
Did
much
you
damage
just
coming out.
no? Did you
Yeah,
just realize like the damage was like almost to
nothing.
damage?
Yeah, that's sad. So Naira is focusing on the lane right now. I think we are watching Vanquish diving in right now, but they
Yes,
won't
lovely.
do that much, like aggressive gameplay here. And there it
No,
goes. It's still falling back. Like all the ultimates are there. There was a nice set with Tectonic Charge, but still they are backing off.
no, because our Moscow died during that jump. So I think
Exactly.
I'm backing down for now, and I think it's better. But I thought there is going to be another Violet to Kim final slashes here, but I don't think there's going to be very damage to our Esme because Esme is is going to be very difficult to melt down at this point. And the goal difference that we can see, oh my god, it's almost 7,000 diamonds. Yes, and we have our match being paused. What do you think, Tanzim? How is the match is looking for our last Requiem?
Well, I have to admit that this time Last Requiem is not doing that good against Vanquish Vincere. Since they
Hmm.
picked carry, they could do a bit more. Like if the score is 2-6, but with carry, they could do something more. Like Esmeralda is being the threat here as well as Grok. So we
Yeah.
obviously hope that Carrie will give that much damage, but if we look at the Moscow on the other hand and the whole team synergy, they literally spared no chance to let Carrie build her up as soon, or just be there in front of them. That was the minus point for last, obviously. So if
Yeah.
I look at the build again, it's almost done. Look at Carrie, she is behind with like three slots left. So definitely she can't do that much damage this time from the side of last Requiem. And if I talk about Vincere, they are gonna focus on Moscow, I think, cause with the
Mm-hmm.
base being locked down by Naira, that's gonna be the end for last Requiem on this round. So definitely, if Moscow is alive, then there's a chance that this might would have ended right now.
Exactly. And I also saw the hyper gap between our Guinevere and Suyu.
Yeah,
Because Guinevere, the kind of damage that she could have by the 11 minutes, we are not seeing that. She could not even get half HP for our who was there? I think Esmeralda. You know,
yeah.
I think there should have been some kind of damage, but I did not see that anywhere near. So I think it is going to be very, very, very difficult for our last Requiem to have that come back. Until and unless there's a great set from our Minotaur and Arlot
Yes.
actually.
Since we're back on the land of dawn once again after the pause, I think last gonna hold back this time because I hope that they farm, like they manage to come back with their farm since the gold and the score, it's the huge, like nearly 8k gold difference I can spot. And if they play reckless this time, like they are being attacked by tectonic charge as well as Fury of the Phoenix, that might with the end for last weekend, which definitely they don't want. So they have to fall back, I would suggest. And this time, at this point, there's gonna be another Earth and Rampart might be the tectonic charges here already, combined with Spirit of the Phoenix. Amazing CC coming out from Minotaur this time. Nini was trying, but that wasn't enough against Vanquish at this point. Let's see. Hey, Ian was trying to jump in, but that was again not the right position, right timing against Vanquish since there was nearly four men in front of her. So definitely that wasn't a good position if she was verging into her enemy side.
No, she got back because of the patches of Zatian. Oh, lovely final flash and violent victim from Guinevere, but no enough damage from the part of last Requiem. But there could be a kill from
Oh
our last Requiem side, one for one.
no!
Oh, one for two. Oh
All
no, she's almost
right.
dead. I did not realize. I was just looking at two person, but only Hei is there to defend it. I'm not really confident they're going to like she's going to defend it alone because yes, she is.
Oh
The
my
damage
god.
Vanquish has is insane at this moment, and that final slash was useless. Why did she use that again?
Well, that
All
was
right.
a really nice one.
All right. That was a very good match that I'd say. I just enjoyed the match a lot. Like Vanquish, Vincere, right? They have snatched the victory out of the Nepali team, and I really appreciate their game, the way they just played. That is amazing. The last Requiem, they showed the chance, and but in the very end, they just nicely get it dominated by the Bangladeshi team. It was an amazing gameplay from their side, that I would say.
Definitely, that was a good one, like the team fight till the end. Since we were so worried that if it goes back to the, like late game, then Harry was gonna be the threat as well as Lilia with her items and other stuffs. But since it was like earlier I said before the draft that that's gonna be a really quick match, that is what they did, as in Vanquish. They try to fight and they own in every moment. That's how they get to the end and manage to get back to the victory point.
Absolutely.
And yes, I must admit that Cupcake is really good. He played so great in this match. I could see the hyper gap was there. There was no enough damage from our last Requiem, and also I think from the early on the mid control that was there from our Vanquish, it was also one of the advantage that they gained from the very beginning.
I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say that Nini didn't try in this match. He did very well. He did
Hmm.
her like she was playing Minotaur. She played very well and she did her part very nicely. But the problem was, like against Soyo, Guinevere was a very bad pick. Like like the Guinevere's main source of damage is the Val Requiem. All you
Hmm.
just need to
Yeah.
jump on him, jump on someone, like hop into someone, then you have to cast the Val Requiem, and this is the only source of her damage. But you know what? Like playing against a Soyo, it's not that easy to cast a perfect Val Requiem, the airborne effect, the CC. So yeah, it wasn't that easy, and still just I'm wondering, why the hell she went for a Guinevere when there is a soil in your opponent. So that is the main vital point here, let us say. But as I said, I saw Nini's movement, the way she charged, and the way she managed to, soak off every bit of damage for his team, for her team. She did very well. Just everything just ended up being nothing for Heian. I guess his name is Heian. She was playing
Her
the
name.
Guinevere. Yeah. So I do not appreciate her pick in this match, and hopefully she will figure out something against the Vanquish Vincere, the top female team in Bangladesh. So still two more games
Hmm.
to go, and they must have to win this second one if they want to move on to the second round on want to them herself in the upper ladder. So yeah, that is the strategy. And one more thing, like I also saw Marksman's movement, even the positioning. Like every time, whenever there's a team fight, I saw Heian, she just died, and they were kind of outnumbered. So what else you could expect from your
Yeah.
marksman when your jungler is down, when your main damage dealer is down? What else you can expect? It's a professional game, so yeah, they have to they have to be more serious about the draft because the draft is not all about picking up your comfort zone. Usually I say just go for the comfort pick if you don't want to follow the meta, but you need to remind one more thing, that is there is something called meta. You can't bypass the meta with only relying on your comfort zone. So yeah,
Comfort.
so you just need to go for some counter pick whenever you're just playing this type of competitive matches in the big stage.
Yeah.
So
So
hopefully our
definitely,
last
you go on,
Requiem.
Manisha.
No, I was just saying that
Yes.
hopefully that our last Requiem, understood how our Vanquish played in the first match, first round, and they learn from their mistakes and understand what kind of heroes can go against the picks they're going to come.
Since we literally spot that Vanquish played with tectonic charts as well as the Fury of the Phoenix, as in Grok and Zetian, both were
Yeah.
giving so much crowd control back to back. So definitely, I will recommend that Last Requiem might go with something that will manage them to counter back against a lot of CC, like some of them, because we definitely love to see some kind of like purify spell. So if you can maintain your position, that's fine. But if you
Mhm.
are so worried, then I'll say just do something to stay out of the CC, so that way you can do a lot of damage to your opponent. Since Vanquish is gonna do a whole lot of team fights, so definitely it's gonna be like might be a good decision for them.
Let's just go for the
Mm.
draft, and just audience just want to know about the draft and also your opinion. So Manisha, I want to know your opinion. Like, what kind of drafts that you'd love to see in this match? Especially what kind of picks you want to see for your girls. And I'm gonna. I also go for the same question with you, Tanzim. After Manisha get done with her answer, just go for it.
Yeah, I'm actually happy that they have picked Melissa first. Um, because
Oh,
in the first match, our last Requiem, they have picked Melissa,
mm. Melissa,
and
okay.
Yes, and I was also hoping that they would go for more CC, even though they could not, secure the first match. I think this time, if they work around with the perfect timing and positioning of both Minotaur and Guinevere, maybe this time they can win this match, you know. And I think Melissa is going to give that damage early on because
Mhm.
uh of her skills, of her, is it first skill or the second? I'm a bit
No,
confused. But
first
anyways,
skill,
yes,
I guess.
yes. So I think that is also going to help a lot early on. But I'm also scared because we have our backliners, like Harley, and even though it's a jungler, it's going to, just come out of a bush and then push, you know, just gonna use the ulti and then it's gone. So
Yeah,
I
deadly magic is definitely
it's going to
deadly.
be a very deadly match because we have Harley, we have Idora. Both are very, they're good at ambush. So all they have to be aware is of their surrounding. They have to look out for the map. They have to, give proper calls. So I really hope that they do it right this time and hopefully they get this game. But yes, I really hope that this time it goes to our last Requiem.
Well, let's hope for Vanquish that they bring some chunky scissors and cut down all the bushes so that way Eudora or Harley won't be able to hide. So never mind. Let's moving back to the draft. So definitely Melissa was doing really good. So with Mentor, that's gonna be like a whole lot of opportunities in front of you since she got a really long range, and that's gonna be your tank, the roamer in front of you, taking all the damages for you. So,
Mm.
since for the very beginning, it's good. And I think if they pick heroes like Proper Vision, like Zetian or something, that might be, another upper hand for the team.
Mm.
Well, well. But there's few things that you guys need to know. I ask you guys like what kind of heroes that you guys would love to see
Yes,
before,
I
and
said I would prefer the CC kind of heroes.
sissy kind of heroes, like any specific heroes that
Mm.
you guys
I
would.
was
Oh,
expecting Zatian, to be honest, from our
oh,
last
hold on
Requiem.
a second. Hold on a second. There's a Valir. One of my favorite mage in the land of Tom, and I was a Valor main. Still, I have 57% win rate and 1,000 plus matches with Valir. I just love this hero a lot. I'll keep my eyes on Astrea, the Lily Astrea. You know what? Just you got my eyes. I'll keep my eyes on you. Even especially you just playing Valir. You know what? Like, I still just I'm not feeling so confident. Just you just went for the valor, and in the other side there is a Harley. There is a Harley. Also, there is a Edora, the mistress of assassination. Like, she could assassinate you from anywhere. All Tanzim just say, just bring a scissor and cut the all bushes
Yes,
you have in your zone. That Edora might not be able to give you a deadly. Oh, that's not deadly magic. That's a the hilarious thunder, the breaking thunder, whatever it is. Never mind. So I'm just still having a few doubts about Lily Astriel. I don't know like why he just went for the Valir. It won't be that easy to play against, like Cupcakes, Harley, or even Eudora. It won't be that easy. Even if I just talk about the Vanquish Vincere, they would like to go for the late game strategy, especially because they have the Cloud or even the Eudora whose power spike especially hits hard in the late game. According to the revamp, Irola just deals a huge amount of damage. Okay, just go on, casters.
exactly. And with that, we are here at the Land of Dawn. And as Walker said, let's see how both of the mages are going to perform in this this round. Because again, our Vanquish is giving a very hard time early on, And I think even though like Idora has does not have that fast clearing scenario for the minions, she's already two, and the way our Atlas was holding on to both Valor and Minotaur, it was kind of like, look at it right now. Even right now,
Well,
it's like
it's gonna be, Manisha, all about timing for Astria
exactly.
as well. Because we know that we were worried about Eudora as well as Harley, but with seeing
Mm-hmm.
Torrent, it's really important for Vali to. He can just use his ultimate to,
Ultimate,
stay
yes.
out of the CC. So if
Mm-hmm.
he can put the second skill on right on time, then that will help him to stay alive against Harley's deadly magic as well as Eudora might happen. So on the other hand, if I talk about our Eudora as an Owen, then I'll say that with Eudora there is a little bit of changes on her manual and so
Violent
on.
Requiem right now, and early on, Cupcake
Oh,
is dead. By the time we were talking about Valier and Idora, here we have our Guinevere taking the first blood of
yeah.
the game number 2. Let's go how it goes for our last Requiem now on, because early on it's good, and look at them. Okay, maybe this turtle, yes, this turtle goes to our last Requiem with very ease. And I think our last Requiem players, they're back in the game. They understood the situation. They are calm and composed as of now. Let it be like this, and it is going to be easy match.
Certainly, I can't agree more since first to lead goes to last Requiem this time. And Miss Violet
Oh,
is finally showing in with Violet Requiem once again. Hey, in finally managed to take down the main frontliner from Vanquish Vincere. Let's have a look at the build here. And nothing much going on at this point with the core items of their mains, I guess. Yeah, so we're nothing much really happening, but it will happen a lot since I know that we know that Hey in with Miss Violet,
bottom lane,
that's
bottom
a
lane,
really
bottom
good
lane, bottom
one.
lane.
So yeah. Okay, I was hoping that there might be another fight, but let's not worry about that right now since teams are backing off, Manisha. So since we found, Guinevere really low last time, so what do you think? Will she be able to do something extraordinary in this round?
I think this round is for our last Requiem, because they are playing a bit, in a better way. I would say the positioning that they have right now is pretty much better than the last match that we had seen. And I would say that protect our Melissa until
Killing
the
spree.
late match. But by the time we were
Yeah.
talking about that, we have another kill from our Guinevere. But again, like, look at them. Look at Vanquish trying to gank onto Jenny alone, but they have been caught out. And is it going to be another
Okay.
engagement? No, no, not right now. They're falling back. Both of the teams, they are falling back right now, because a very crucial moment. Second turtle. Let's see who's gonna
I
take it.
think I think both teams knows they are aware of the situation really well. Like let's look at them. No poke, no team fight, like rushing
There's going to be
in.
a
But
cuddling.
let's
Skip
see shifting
inside.
cows once again, and there it goes. The kill goes to Hay in, and finally the damage are coming out from Melissa this time. Another kill goes to her. The first one again secured double kill. Might be in
Going in.
trouble with Aspen, with Atlas, but okay, that was a really streaming down from the side of Vanquish and an easy turtle for Last Requiem. That was insane. As I was about to say, that Last Requiem understood the synergy of Vanquish. They know that
Exactly.
Vanquish will force them to start the fight. They will keep on being so delicious in front of them, and
Yes.
if the Burge is in, that's gonna be the trouble for them. So this time, stay out of the scene so that way you can be on the top.
Yes, and also about the timing. This time, the timing was exactly how it should have been. The chained ultimate that came one after another that led to, three men down from our Vanquish. And if they keep up the rhythm that they are going with, I think it is going to be a lovely match for our last Requiem. And look at her, look at our Hey In. Lovely damage from
Oh,
our Hain actually, but the kill goes to our Valid. But again, we
never
have
mind.
our
Don't be
first
sad.
first turret down, top tier turret down from our last Requiem. Let's see how it goes. I think the lead right now that they are taking in our last Requiem is really good. Melissa is full on, she's clocked in actually, but there can be a fatal link. Melissa going in, there's a fatal link. No, I think there's a purify used fatal link. And
Okay.
oh no, it was not used. What?
Alright. Blazing had popped out from Code, but not that much damage at this point yet. And yeah, there you go. They still go diving in with Melissa. And let's see. Jenny is really
Look at
doing
Sora,
great
Sora,
this
Sora.
time. All right, so Sora has
Off
been
camera,
taken
Sora got back.
down by Hey
Yes.
In. I wasn't expecting like nothing much from Sora actually, because Hey In literally having 6 kills, 2 assists, and 0 deaths. That's interesting. And if I look at her build with concentrated energy, she can stay with a whole lot of sustainability at this point, as in the regain. So obviously, that's a easy total for last weekend this time.
Yes, and the way they are moving in again, there was a jump from our lovely Violet Requiem from Hey in, clawed down. Melissa is there, but I think shutdown goes for Hey in. Middle Fury comes in, but the damage is so high from our last Requiem that our Vanquish is going to get hurt a lot. Oh man, even though there was a trade, like just a one-man trade, uh, it is still not enough for our Vanquish to come back at this moment. The damage is it's lovely right now from our last Kim.
If I talk about the trading, that wasn't so lucky for Vanquish this time,
Yes,
since they lost two
exactly.
of them as well as the towers. So definitely that wasn't that much good this time. But since the last is fighting back to back, maintaining the positions, the timing of their crowd controls coming out from Hey In as well as Nini, that's insane. There might be another ambush situation, but both teams are hiding. Who's gonna jump in? Well, let's see. Okay.
Okay, they're falling back. Our last Kim is not going into that direction. Sora. Okay. They have left their positions. Both of the teams, they are in the map right now. They're not hiding in the bush. And look at the players from Vanquish, ganking on Uranus. But I don't think Uranus is that easy to
I
kill.
don't see any
This
hope
moment, it's
against
already 10
Jonas.
minutes. Right. And I
Yeah.
don't know why Vanquish were there while rest of the African teams are taking the Lord. It was a very bad positioning. They were not looking at the maps. I don't know what happened.
I think the Vanquish thought that that would be easier to take down Uranus at this point
Hmm.
instead of fighting for Lord, since they have a huge, like nearly 6,000 gold difference. So they went for that maybe, but on the
Hmm.
other hand, Last Requiem snatched the scene and they finally managed to take down the first ruler of Land of Dawn. That's gonna coming through the mid lane, the key lane of Land of Dawn, and that's gonna be a huge trouble for Vanquish this time, since I spotted them gathering on the mid lane trying to defend the
Okay,
lord. But
Guinevere
meanwhile,
and Harley.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like they are positioning on the other lanes, and of course they are protecting Jenny as much as possible. So
Mm-hmm.
might be the objective scene back again to the last Requiem side, and of course there it is. The towers have been taken down by last.
I think our Atlas is trying to get on one, and here we have our
Okay,
battle links, and with that, Jenny is out, Jenny is down, and our Vanquish is still going in for another kill, and yes, another kill goes to our Claudie. It was like they were just waiting for that moment, you know. I think our last Requiem they were two two ahead. I'm not sure how what's the
I
word.
think
I forgot.
I
Yes,
think Vanquish was planning to, take down Jenny, and that
yes,
was
from early
their
on,
thing.
exactly.
All right, Hayen is still verging in, and if I look at the build at this point, either of us really doing good with her anti-heal build right now. Trinity is completed for Jenny since the damage is coming out of her is really well as Hay in. So definitely these two from Last Requiem are the threat for Vanquish, and I felt that our Owen from Vanquish, she devoted herself with her full, 2-1-3 combo on Zenny. So that
Yes,
way, that's gonna be an easy kill for Vanquish to make a
exactly.
comeback. And yeah, that's what they did.
Yes, and I think they're trying to catch up on Latricrim now because the more delay they do, the more fun
Yeah,
gonna get, and you know it is going to hurt a lot to our Latricrim if they do not end this game within 15 minutes. You know, because look at our Harley and Sora pushing the lanes. Oh man, and our Latricrim they're trying to take this lot as well, which I think it will be easy. But Sora is there at last, is making his way there, and it is a lovely
okay, okay.
and at last. But there goes another Violet Requiem from our last Requiem, and Jenny was
Oh,
and Hayne again gets another kill. What a lovely team fight that we saw right now. I thought it was
somebody.
to, you know, they were going to get ambushed, our Latricum, but they showed what they're capable of, and the timing was top notch, you know. But our Owen, oh my
Okay.
actually is the threat. But here we have Violent Requiem from Kane, and Cupcake is down. Melissa giving that massive damage. Atlas still trying to defend, but it's not going to be of any help, you know, because already both mid and bottom base turrets are down. Here three turrets, I would say, yes. And Lord marking in, I think our last Kim should go for the end. And we have Min Fury,
Let's see, let's
lovely
see.
going while Kim. Oh my god, Blazing do it! Is it going to be a defend gaming from our Vanquish side? But no, he goes in, and with that, our Zenny locking in the turret. Base turret, let's go, but there's no minion. He has to fall back. Oh my god. What a game.
Yeah,
I am
absolutely.
so I am so
Like it was like something that I was expecting for the last Requiem. The first game,
oh
they just
god.
bashed very badly against Vanquish Vincere, but in the second game, they just said to their face like, "Hold on a second, we were just observing the first match. Our time will
Yes.
come. We'll see you in the next game." So this is how they just throw the counter to their face, and you know what? They just proved themselves to be worthy in that match. This time, that way, Heian played Guinevere. I guess, yeah, she's the one who played Guinevere. I guess, yeah,
Yes.
it was
Yeah.
amazing for the second game. Like amazing, undoubtedly. It was a very good game from their side.
Well, I was about to say that he plays somebody's top Heian this time, at least once, because she was
Exactly.
jumping, barging in, and the next second, somebody like minimum two of Vanquish has been taken down by her. So that's insane amount of damage coming out from Heian. And definitely, it was, like a perfect analysis of Vanquish's gameplay style, and that's what made Last Requiem manage to get to their victory at this point. And yeah, definitely, Vanquish tried hard with, when with Eudora, but alas, lastly, that wasn't enough to stop Heian as well as Jenny.
Claude's positioning was not that much good enough. Even, you know what, I just mentioned many times, like playing Claude at a competitive section, if you are not ever to what you were doing with the Claude, then Claude is not a good choice for you, that I would say. And definitely in this match for the Vanquish Vincere, Claude wasn't good enough. Even her positioning, even the way he played, even not enough damage output from her side, it just ended up being just nothing for Claude. But yeah, I do appreciate their gameplay because it will be a best of three right now. Last Requiem versus the Vanquish Vincere. And let's see which team will go farther after this match. I just can't wait for that.
Exactly. I was so lost
Definitely.
of words during the final fight, while our Jenny was locking in the turret. It was an intense moment because I think our Hane was the last one to, just take the damage from the base turret, and our Jenny just locked in, and that ended the game. And I think this time they really, really, really played well. The timing was good, the synergy was great, and we could definitely see that in the game itself. So yeah,
You know
I
what?
love.
Yeah.
Like I was keeping my eyes on Valerie. Even I was having a little bit doubt on Valir. Even but in the end, she just proved herself like, okay, so you were having doubt on me. No worries, I got this. I just love the way she played Valor. Even Nini was perfect. Even in the first
Yes,
game, uh, the Violet. Sorry, what is the name?
Guinevere,
What is it? No, no, no,
Guinevere.
not Guinevere. Let me check the name. I just lost it. Last Requiem. The last
Oh,
Requiem's
Yeah.
roamer. Nini was good in this match also. Like the first game, I saw her gameplay. Even they had lost the first game, but still, she did her role. She played her role perfectly, and also she did the same thing in the second game. Like
yes.
undoubtedly, she didn't let anyone put question on her roaming capability, and that is a big thing. I do appreciate Nini's gameplay. Hats off for you. I was watching her gameplay. Yeah, you know what? So yeah, I love the way she played Minotaur. It was great. Okay, so hopping into the drafting section once again, which is a very important part, and I would love to go for the same question again and again to my fellow caster,
Mhm.
Manisha and Tanzim. Like, what you are expecting right now, Manisha? I'm gonna starting things up with you. What kind of strategy you'd love to see in this game, also, and what kind of hero pool you'd love to see? The same question will also set for Tanzim as well. Go on.
Mhm. Oh, I was hoping that our last Requiem would keep the same heroes that they picked in the last match, but they already banned Melissa. Uh, but and also like Guinevere is taken by our Vanquish. So let's see what exactly they're gonna show. But I'm actually expecting a lot of, again, I love CC heroes, like Atlas is being one. I love Vexana. I really love those kind of heroes, that can give you a lot of CCs. Um so like that's just me. But talking about this last Requiem, I think they're very comfortable with the initiator kind of heroes as well, I suppose. But we have Lilia. She has
Oh,
damage, but I am not very. I'm not a big fan of Lilia, to be honest. I mean, she has
Me
a lot
either.
of damage, but I just don't really like her.
Me either.
And on the
Okay.
other hand, we have Pakito from Vanquish. I think Vanquish is going to give us a very, bad time this, like in this match. Let's see. Let's see how it goes.
Well, wait once again, Miss Violet on the land of dawn, as well as the master of jabs. That's gonna be insane, I think. And as far as I know about Vanquish, that they are good with team fights and they will definitely poke. So this time, these two picks are good for them. But if I talk about the front lanes of the team, I might go with, since Atlas has been picked out for last, so they might go with some picks like Mino, since Mino can synergy with Zetian a whole lot better than others. So
Mhm.
my suggestion is that yes, definitely they can pick him.
And there is also something very important that you guys loved about last time that is very important, that is our giveaways. And a lot of people are commenting and they're still here for the giveaway. I know they're just hunting some diamonds. Yeah, it's a good thing for you. So yeah, we do have a very big giveaways and worth enough to, let me read it again. Worth of skin 5,000 plus diamonds up for the grab. Yeah, that is the notice. So yeah, all you just have to do is share the live stream publicly in your timeline, and comment your game ID server and mention your 5 friends. So that is a simple thing that you have to do. And if you're lucky enough, then you might have a chance to grab huge amount of diamonds, because it is only happening because of Monsoon Siege 2026. And yes, it's a very big tournament. It's a regional tournament going on, Bangladesh versus Nepal. Uh, Two big team, one from Bangladesh, that is Vanquish Vincere. The Divas are clashing here in the land of dawn, and also the last Requiem from Nepal. And as you guys can see, there's a lot of drops are coming on, lots of strategy and tactics. And here Narnika with the Mr. Jab, that is Paquito. Having a Paquito is a very good, like I'm just wondering, will she go for goal lane, I guess. Never mind. Yeah, she definitely will
Maybe
go
that's
for the goal lane. Yeah.
That could happen. But as
since
Tanzim was, he was talking about Minotaur being a good combo with our Zetian. Sadly, it's banned now. So let's see what heroes. I think in the first round they picked Grok. I think Grok is also a very good combo with our Zetian's ultimate. So I think they can go with Grok this time as well. And also, I am not seeing those kind of heroes from our last Requiem that can, utilize the ultimate of our Atlas, because I'm not sure what they're thinking right
yeah,
now.
we definitely love to see some strong crowd controls and burst, since the Fatal Link's gonna bring nearly 3 to 4 of your enemies. So you will try to burst them down, and there is, with Lilia or Moscow heroes like that, that's not gonna be so easy. But let's not talk down for Lilia, because I know that if the game, makes really good opportunities for a hero like Lilia, then with as I said earlier, that Divine Glaive are with Wishing Lantern, she's gonna do a lot of damage that will probably help a lot for the other, as in Moscow, to take down the enemies if there is that kind of situation.
Oh,
But in the first round as well, we both saw that both of the mages being the poke kind of heroes, but the only pokes that we were seeing was from Zatian. So I really
Yeah,
hope that
that
this
might be a
time
threat.
our Lilia would also give the same amount or even more damage, to be honest. And with that, we have our final picks from both of the teams. We can see Matilda and Claude, their final picks from Vanquish, and Suyu and Moscow from our last requiem. honestly, I am not sure how this match is going to be. There might be some crazy wombo combos that will, make us go boom. But again, let's see how they're going to work out. And as we can see, there are four purifies, two in each team. I think that they're really scared of, getting caught up. Uh, so let's see how both of the teams are going to perform, as this match is going to be a do or die situation, as this is the match number three.
Well, this is all gonna be about Vanquish Vincere from Bangladesh, or this is all gonna be about last Requiem from Nepal. Let's see what happens. What happens on the Land of Dawn? As we can see, for the early game, there are in the mid lane 2 versus 2, like the same old folk situation. Where on the first round, Zacian was having a really good time against Lilia. It's the same on the third time. So I think Manisha Lilia will try to keep herself
Top
down for
lane,
a
top
bit
lane,
since
top lane, top
she
lane,
can't do that much. Well, what's happening on
top
the
lane.
top lane? If we see, there's already a kill. First blood is secured from the side of Vanquish, and another one fight happening, but that's not that much. Like, it's still the poke situation. Since it's Narancia that has been taken down from Vanquish, so against Pokito, it's gonna be a hard time if Pokito can't have that much farm, and in the early game she can just play like whatever I say, the mercenary that this time. So yeah.
Yes, and I agree with you because the way Last Requiem is playing right now, they're very aggressive. I see they're very aggressive. They're diving in, and the rotation that we saw from Suyu, that was lovely as well. And I think that is also the reason why our Alice was able to get the first kill. And we can see in the mid lane we have Atlas saving Lilia in a very, very crucial moment, and Lilia is falling back. Just let me clear that minion and I'll go back, and she is. But look at the top lane. Ganking on Alice is not going to be that easy. And look at both of the teams hovering around that turtle. Who do you think is going to be the turtle? Look at Suyu.
It's really hard at this point to predict. Let's see the last one. Hey in finally coming out with the retribution and managed to take down the turtle. This time Cupcake is a bit of a trouble. Let's see, another kill goes to Shang, and here he goes. Well, that trading was literally good. Like there's no trading that happened actually. Like the turtle, the kill was all on the side of Last Requiem, and Cupcake has been taken down. So with the jungler being taken down by your opponent, that's gonna be a really hard pain. So definitely I will say this time Vanquish needs to hold themselves back a bit to come back this time, because it is a do or die after all.
Exactly, and I also feel that our Last Requiem is really focusing on Pakito, because look at Suyu and Alice, always being there to give him that good poke and damage, like letting him from farming. But here we have our Matilda with her rotation, but I don't think there's going to be much of anything in the top lane. While in the bottom, we can see 3-man. Guinevere is going to maybe accompany now, but it is going to be very difficult for Claudie if rest. Oh no,
Well,
never mind.
let's
Nothing has
see.
happened. Nothing happened. Never mind.
Well, when it's like nothing's happening on the Land of Dawn, it's the warning that the storm's gonna be here, and there it goes! Fury of the Phoenix with amazing crowd control, and fighting is still going on since 3-man from from the side of Vanquish victory. They might, be in trouble. There it goes. 1 man, 2 man down from the side of Vanquish. And chasing after one another.
There's
Hayden
going to
with double kill. Shane with killing spree. My goodness, was an amazing fight. Last Requiem come up with. And this time the turtle, it's there's a high chance that Last will be able to secure the turtle.
Like, look at
Wow.
Alice. Alice just jumped in. She was chasing our Matilda. And I think that was amazing. It was an amazing set from our Atlas, actually. And I think the follow-up was great from our last victim. And with that, our bottom tier turret number 1 goes down. Looking at the scenario, our last victim is on lead with 5 kills. Let's see if our Vanquish is going to, get this game back to their hands, or are they going to, lose? But
Well, let's see.
for the
So,
both of the teams.
yeah, definitely. The score is 1-6 for Vanquish versus Last Requiem this time. So I think it's gonna be another head-to-head. I can see the goal difference.
Oh,
And
Battle
look at the Fatal Links once again. Lily Astria, another kill. Alright, Owen has been taken down. And that's how the main container is dead. My goodness, I feel so sad. Alright, that was the mage, my bad. So with Owen taking down like this, it was an opening for Last Requiem for a kill, and look how they fall back, as in if the 1 kill was enough for them at this point. They know that they have to stay on the lead to.
Is there going to be something?
Let's see.
Not yet. But there is going to be something something is coming on from our last victim, because the way they are waiting for Claude is very funny, to be honest. They were just waiting, like 4 men they were ganking on, but could not get on Claude. So maybe they will get on to someone else this time. Let's see.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, for now, they got the
Love
purple.
to see something. But before that, Valatric woman once again, Fear of the Phoenix, that amazing crowd control, gonna give them another
SOG.
upper hand. Lilia managed to take down Cupcake this time, and look at Alice. Oh
Lovely
my
diamond,
goodness. Okay, that amazing tower dive. Tower has been taken down from last Requiem side, and this time being Cupcake missing from the map.
Look at Moscow chasing.
Alright.
Oh no. Oh no, they did not realize Claude was there.
Yeah, Naira was hiding, and whenever I am in that kind of scene, Manisha, I feel so scared that what if they just jump on me? Oh my god.
Exactly. But anyways, yes, our Claude was able to get back, but Zatian might get down from Sui, but never mind, she gets back in a very low XP, but instead we have Esmeralda, our Matilda. Aspen. Is it Aspen?
Yes, it's happening.
Yes, Aspen. So yes, it was a lovely kill from our last Requiem, and lovely Violet Requiem was there, but there was not enough damage. Blazing Do It is there. Fury the Phoenix, but Alice, we have Claude down again. Oh god.
I wasn't actually expecting this much downfall at this point, since Claude has been taken down 2 times, but still we were actually hoping Claude is building with his Trinity is not yet there. On the other hand, if I talk about Moscow, he still managed to be on the good side, and he's about to end so close. So it's so hard for Claude, I guess, at this point to win back against Jenny and last Requiem all along. With a blazing duet, there's not that much damage gonna come out. And look at the top lane, I guess. They focused.
Exactly.
Finally, Vanquish focused on the, lanes. The objectives are there, so they have to get the chance since the Lord is on the last Requiem side. Gonna come and barge in from the top lane, and Vanquish must defend it at this point. The match has been only been 9 minutes and 50 seconds so far, so it's gonna be an easy one.
Exactly, and looking at the scenario right now, it is better that Vanquish just fall back a little and defend the Lord, because our last victim is has very much damage at this time, and it is better you just leave the turret. But looking at the bottom lane, Suyu was really low on HP. Our Lord marching in, but I think it is going to melt down before it reaches that holy shield, holy defense, whatever it's called. But yes, look at that Matilda here, the Phoenix, but Cupcake goes down with our from our Astria, our Lilia. She gets down, and all of the actually, not just two, but all the holy shields is down, and Suyu is getting chased by 3 of the members from Vanquish, but is able to survive in a very low HP. Alice is not going to be in that difficult situation. She can just escape very easily because of her skills. And for now, I think both, not both, but like actually both. Yeah, both of the teams, they are focusing on the farming, and they are just holding the lanes. They're denying the farms. They're not touching the minions of the top and the mid lane, but all the members on the bottom lane trying to get Hain in a very difficult situation, but guys, no, lovely valid Requiem.
Ouch! Ouch! That hurts a lot. The match
What?
has been paused.
What
well,
happened?
well.
It was such an interesting moment. I was so like curious.
I know. I
We
can
are in a
feel it. Like we are in the middle of
exactly.
something. Like, Suyo being chased, and suddenly she's not there. Like the first skill of Suyo, it's really helped him a lot. I say that Suyo is so slippery to held back. So
Match is
3,
resuming.
2, 1. Let's see what happens.
Suyo,
Oh, ouch! I wasn't expecting that much damage gonna come out from Vanquish at this point. Or Suyo was, far away, so she might have some moment to escape. But alas, that was sad. But still, that was a good one. And since the fight is still going on, let's see. I see that Nancy is trying to go one to the Phoenix, but Tron of Ruin back-to-back 2 ultimates. But this time, Alice is on the front side, and where there is so much enemy for you with Alice, you are literally immortal at this point because of her passive. As long as you have enemies around you, she is gonna be, sustain a lot of damage with a lot of regain. And yeah, another post comes in. I think, Manisha, there's some kind of technical issues happening for the players. Maybe.
Exactly, I think that too, but let's hope that it gets settled down as early as possible, because we are in a very interesting match. We are looking at the scenario where Vanquish can get a comeback with 9 kills difference, 9, 10, 11, yes. With the difference of 9 kills, and I did not realize the goal difference was not that much. 6
Around
6k
6,000.
goal leads, but I think that can be covered. That can be covered with a very good plays like the one we just witnessed with the Suyu. I think Suyu would have been survived if if just one of the members from last Requiem was there, but since 5 men ganking on Suyu, it was a really tight situation for Suyu to just escape, and ultimately
Moscow
he just
tried that
died.
time. I spotted Spare of Destruction, but with Moscow diving in front of having five of Vanquish in front of
Exactly.
you isn't worth it. I don't think it's worth it since it. I know it is Suyo, your hyper, the most important person that helps you a lot during the first till the end of the match, securing objectives and others. But still, it's the marksman on the other hand, so it's a really hard to choose who to let go. So yeah, last Requiem finally realized, I think, that Suyo was an unfortunate that time. So yeah, definitely. So if I look at the scene here, I think before that, welcome back again to the land of Doe. Let's see. Well, a lot has been popped out from the river ground. So it's the last Requiem scene once again, but Vanquish will definitely try to do something. Let's see what they can do. I see that there is Mimi, and on the other hand, Hagen finally managed to take down the Lord. On the other hand, there is Cheng, alright, with allies. It's really hard, like two of your tanks are securing two sides of the Lord, and the only one opening, you got all of your members there. So it was a really nice positioning for last Requiem. If I look at the build here, Moscow finally coming up with the Trinity as well as Rose Gold, so that way it can survive. But if I talk about Claude, that's not enough at this point, even though she completed her Trinity, and definitely this might be the end for Vanquish Vincere.
I also think that this time it is going to be very, very difficult for Vanquish to defend it. But the poke was really good from our Zeti and lovely Violet Requiem. Here the thing, and one by one member getting down on that Requiem. Oh my god, what is happening, guys? Girls! Right.
All right.
Right when the thing
With an amazing shutdown, literally one man standing, and that is not enough, not order to chase in, but this time Vanquish literally managed to look at Owen, back to the kills, and that was insane with the Phoenix finally. Naira, I think she heard me, Manisha. She heard me saying that Cloud won't be enough, but this time she is giving me the answer, and there it goes. The mid lane has been cleared from last Requiem, and I think there is still a chance. Look at the goal difference, it's not that much. They are coming up on the lead, close to the lead. So if Vanquish maintains the patience between them, I think there's still another possibility. I can't spot
Exactly.
her. Is Jenny here? Where is she?
Sorry?
Where is Jenny?
Jenny is Moscow at the top. She is clearing the lanes, trying to give a little bit push to clear that, maybe give damage to the turret, but it's just not going to work out. But I think she's still sitting there, and planning to clear that minion as well. But I suggest you to not come out, because Paquito is going to give you a good damage right now. If I think.
Alright, that there might be another fight. Alright, Hagen is chilling with the reds from your opponent. That was a good dinner for now. So it's time for another ruler, another one to the victory.
Let's see who's gonna get this Lord, because this Lord is very crucial for both of them. Blazing Duet coming in, Muscles are getting in, and Claudie gets another kill. Lovely cupcake. Queen was there, and she was able to secure. Owen getting in, another double kill for our lovely Claudie. One man standing from our last Requiem. I don't think Zenny is going to be able to defend the base alone because the minion is
Look at
there, and
Danny.
I think they're going to force in. Look at Matilda taking all the
My
damage, and
God.
game number 3 goes to
What
Vanquish
a
Vincere.
match. What a match. What a match. Wasn't expecting anything like this.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What an amazing match that we witnessed right now, we were definitely not expecting the kind of comeback from our Vanquish. It was a lovely game. What do you say, Walker, our host?
Yeah, obviously it was a lovely game, and it was so fun to see. It was an amazing match between these two teams. Moving on to the Tanzim right now.
In short, I am speechless. Like, I wasn't expecting a comeback like this from the side of Vanquish, because I know that they are so good, but at the midpoint, it was so hard for them. It seemed so hard for them. Like, they were being chased, they were being suppressed down, and the last moment, I was little talking about Naira that that's not gonna be enough, but yeah, they finally managed to, do the thing.
Exactly. I think this game was able to, go into our Vanquish hand was because of our lovely Zatian Owen. She played so well. Her ultimate was so crucial during the team fights during the second Lord surge, which was coming from the mid lane, and right then and there the game had turned against our last Requiem, because in that particular moment I think four men were down, and they could not, our last Requiem, they could not just hold on to that moment, they could not grasp it, and they started to lose the momentum, I would say. But yeah, that's how it is, that's how the game goes. It's just one moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Just one moment is all enough to snatch the victory out of the last Requiem. It was something that was unexpected, but the way they have
Yes,
played Vanquish, Vincere, it was amazing. Hats off for them. Every single divas from Bangladesh, they tried very well, and at the very last end, they just proven themselves how good they are and why they are here. And for this match, via this match, they're just moving forward to the next stage. And yeah, just look at the match highlights. The way they just giving chase to Ellis, and in the very last
exactly,
moment, they
during
just
this
went down. Yeah, exactly. And Cupcake just took down Nini. Even this Lord fight, changed the whole scenario. They just
Hmm,
completely got wiped out. One single girl from their side, last Requiem, and they just pushed
exactly.
it, and it was all done for them. Just one last push, and the game is over.
Yeah.
exactly.
It was a great one, like I do appreciate their force, and in the very last moment, the way they have played, oh my god, that was something called tremendous, outstanding, and mind blowing to see. The way the Bengali divas played in this match, uh, I I will just keep that in my mind, and the way the very last moment just kept hopping inside my brain, it was awesome. Congratulations to Vanquish Vincere for the amazing match against the last Requiem, the one of the best diva team from Nepal. And girls, you just proven yourself that how good you guys are, and you guys are quite ready to make the next step forward.
Exactly. I
Definitely.
also really loved how actually Last Requiem played during the second match, and even in this match, things happen, things does not go your way. It's all in the moment again. But
Hmm.
you guys played really well. This was a head-on-head competition. Like, it was really amazing to. to watch. And I thank both of the teams to playing
Mm,
so good that we were having so much fun to, you know, cast. So, yes. And again, like,
Yeah,
congratulations
it
to
was
our
it was
Vanquish.
really so fun, and yeah, congratulations to Vanquish Vincere this time. And the best of three was all of the rounds were really amazing. And I think for the late games, when it comes, it's all about the patience you have in
Mm.
you, the timing you maintain. That's the key point to walk towards the victory. That's what Vanquish did at this point.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. In the very last moment, that last law dance was all they need, and it was the
Yes.
situation is like, if
Yeah.
you are unable to take it, then I will take the advantage. In the very last moment, they were in the edge of the corner, and both of the team they just tried their best, and in the end, someone has to fall, and that is what happened in that last fight in the law dance. And yeah, like when it's all about one has to fall. So the name that we saw that is vintage Vincere, they just up, and the Nepali team they just went down in the last fight. In the last gas they have triggered, and they just win the game. They had the last gas, and they pedaled, and they moved forward. That's all for this game. And personally, I do enjoy a lot. Congratulations to the Bangladeshi team, the Vanquish Vincere. So yeah, congratulations once again, and also for the Nepali team, you guys played very well. And personally, I loved this game because it was 11-11 from the both side. Even the goal difference
Yeah.
wasn't enough. The difference wasn't enough from between if I just compared to this team, so it wasn't that much. You know. A huge gap between their goal difference. Everything was so balanced, and both of this team just proven themselves like how good they are and why they're here in this competitive section. Yeah, so that's all for this match. And once again, the last update: Vanquish, Vincere, they are the winner of this game. The Bangladeshi team uprooted the Nepali team. All right, so that's all for tonight. And well, okay, so we have a giveaway. We got a notice from the management panel, so we have a giveaway. And I guess we are we announcing the winner today or okay, so just a slight information about the giveaway. So yeah, we had a giveaway and we're gonna have giveaway in future matches. Lots of diamonds. Just all you have to do is just share the stream publicly to your timeline and mention your 5 friends. And also those whoever love to watch this type of competitive matches, share the stream with your friends. Mention 5 friends. Comment right down below your server and game ID. And if you are lucky enough, if your luck works fine, then you'd have a chance to win huge amount of diamonds. So that's all for this match, and that's all for tonight. And alongside with me, I was
But there
Huh?
is something else that we
okay.
would like to tell you, our viewers, that the games has just begun. To be honest, we have our playoff team from our female team actually. They are Wonder Girls, Bada Esports, 7 Second Esports, and Vanquish Vincere. These are the 4 teams that are going to uh, be in the playoff starting tomorrow, and the time is still the same, 7:20 p.m. Nepali time, 7:35 p.m. Bangladeshi time. So yes, don't forget to check out again tomorrow. We will be here waiting for you.
Yes. So that's all for tonight. So long, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Still trying to reach your allies on foot? Still stuck navigating terrain when the fight's already over? From flightless bird to ruling the skies, the revamped Kaja can be summed up in 2 words: soar and lasso. Soar anywhere, lasso anyone. First up, Kaja's passive skill. We kept its paralysis effect and upgraded it. Hitting with Kaja's skills will slow enemies and reduce their damage, making it easier to pressure enemy carries. Moving on to his first skill, Kaja releases a ring of primal lightning, damaging enemies and healing himself. Scout pushes, recover HP, interrupt recalls. Kaja can now fly into the enemy jungle like a true fearless roamer. From a short dash to full flight, Kaja's second skill is a highlight of this revamp. Kaja dashes to the target area before entering the soaring state. While soaring, Kaja can fly over terrain and his basic attacks become AoE. In this state, his second skill's cooldown is shortened, and hitting an enemy hero with it reactivates his soaring state. So don't panic when a melee enemy is on you. Use the terrain to your advantage to block off pursuers. Kaja's ultimate received the biggest change, from solo gank to a setter's dream. Kaja's whip now lassos an entire area, trapping enemies inside. He can then drag them along while the lasso tightens. Since the ultimate has a cast delay, timing is key. Aim for the enemy carry in the backline. For Kaja's skill priority, if the team needs fast wave clear, pick up his first skill first. To invade the enemy jungle and apply early pressure, go with the second skill first. Prioritize upgrading the first skill afterward in either case. For combos, try out these 2. In the laning phase, use Kaja's first skill to poke and recover HP. If the enemy engages, use his second skill to take off. Then kite with his aerial basic attacks. Kite when attacked.